Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite tips and tricks video. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on how to outbuild your opponents and basically how to use building and other tactics to stay alive when you are on the defense, because you always want to have the advantage over the opponent and the height advantage, but sometimes things just don't go your way. And if you can be able to survive, change fights, reposition, and outbuild under pressure, it can really make you a better player. A lot of people can win the fights where they have the advantage, but when you're at a disadvantage, if you can win those fights, that's what really makes a average or good player into a great player. So if you guys could drop a like on this video, I'd really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and go for 805 likes. It would be amazing if we could smack that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed. On that road to 200,000, we're getting close, boys, and I'm super hyped about it. And this gameplay, basically I show a couple of different gameplays that show me playing in duos with some of my friends, and basically where I have to 1v2 or I'm under pressure a lot of times, and where I'm playing against decent players that do some good builds, and I have to outposition and outbuild them. So we're going to talk about that all today. First thing is, you have to recognize when you're on offense versus defense. Right here I'm on offense, but then once they get me down here and now they're putting the shots in on me, now I'm on defense. Things change. They're building up on me, they have the advantage now, and I'm on defense, and I realize this when they're getting all the height advantage above me, and this is where I start to build on defense. So the first thing I try to do is I try to put things above my head to basically block them off. Next is I try to create distance over here and build back up. You always want to have the height advantage over your enemies, but of course that doesn't always work like that. If they're straight above you, usually you want to create distance above them and build on defense. So right here I have two guys around me, and this is pretty intense. I'm trying to sort of isolate it. I see that guy run up on me, I have the advantage. Now this guy is up and has the height advantage on me. I realize I can poke him down a couple of times, but then as soon as you'll see here, he goes above my head, I drop down. This is what I mean by you want to have height advantage. Right there, he had the height advantage over me. It would be stupid for me to try to beat him there because he was clearly winning that build battle for the height advantage. I drop down, he takes the bait, chases me, and I'm able to win that fight based off that. So I'm able to revive my teammate also. So a big clutch there, all because of me realizing I'm on defense, isolating the enemies, taking them out one by one, and some good defensive building tactics. So the first thing is, like I said, recognize offense versus defense. When you're on defense, basically, you don't want to be focused on shooting enemies unless you get like a clear shotgun shot. You want to be focused on making sure you can build and get out of that situation, or I guess change the situation so you're on the advantage. Of course, height advantage is the major key to have, but sometimes it won't come naturally and you will have to work for it because of that. Now you'll see here is another situation where I think I see one guy up here. I start spamming the rockets. I'm in a pretty good spot. He is above me, but I feel like there's only one guy there. Then I realize, oh my gosh, there's multiple guys, and once again I do it. I put the roofs above my head, I create distance, and I do the same maneuver. That creating distance in between them right there is a major key. I'm now getting rushed by a second guy, and this is even more intense. They are above me. This guy falls down right beside me. I'm able to take him out, but these guys are actually on different teams. So when they have the advantage over me, I realize there's two more up there, and at this point I'm like, this is where I'm defensive building, and this is when things get really hectic. Spam and move. You want to spam and move because of the fact that, then of course I jump pad out of there, but spamming and moving is a key because you can't build more than one wall in one place. If you're spamming and moving, they sort of will lose track of you, I guess you could say, or they won't have those opportunities where that split second where the wall is down to get those shots in on you, and that could be a major key. Create distance, always block your head off if they're above you, create distance, and spam and move. You have to always want to when you're building on defense, usually what you're going to want to do is reset the fight or change the fight so you're in an advantageous position, or what you want to do is completely disengage from the situation, heal up, and then re-engage into the fight. Right here my aim sort of goes wonker, so I just drop down on the guy and I'm able to take him out, and now it's into the final 2v2, and you'll see the plays I make here in the finals. My teammates actually gets picked off, and I'm in a 1v2 situation where defensive building is the only reason I win this 1v2 situation, and you'll see how I basically reposition, spam and move, and run these guys around the whole entire last safe zone, and they really couldn't keep up or get any shots in. So here it is again. Covering my top side, repositioning every single time. It's the same stuff, just different situations. That's how you have to defensive build. There I realized, oh my god, they're pushing up on me. I'm pretty screwed right here, and I realized, you know what, this is where I have to create high distance, and as soon as I build up usually too high, then I'll spin around and cover myself like that. It's really hard for them to get in shots if you are quick at doing this, and I'm completely repositioning at this point. I'm trying to create distance between me and the enemies so that I can, I also have a jump pad here if I need it, and just creating distance to reset this fight was my mission here, because I realized I'm in a tough spot 1v2. I need them sort of to lose track of me and for me to get the advantage. So I do it over here, and now look, I've created distance, and the fight has been completely reset at this point. One guy is spamming RPGs on me. Actually, for these two guys, one of them was a good player, one of them wasn't the best player, but once again I've repositioned, and now I like the situation that I'm in this fight. I feel like I'm in a good spot. I start spamming my grenade launcher. They're of course RPGing me. I'm back on the defense. You can quickly switch. That's what I'm trying to say. I can quickly switch from defense to offense. Right there, they hit me with an RPG, and this is where normally I would be done. This is where I'm really under pressure and I'm really tested. Right now, I realize, okay, I need to get the heck out of here. Their structure is above me. I'm in a very bad position, so I'm running them around the safe zone, spamming, moving, building, and just creating distance, trying to make them lose track of me, which is actually what happens here. Fortunately, they completely lose track of me, and I'm able to actually, get to a spot where I'm able to find and open a supply drop in the middle of this final 1v2 fight, and that's, you can see, we start at the houses, and I've rotated to the complete opposite side of the safe zone. Now, some people would say, hey, why are you running away from them? But I'm not running away from them. I'm waiting until I'm in an advantageous position to win this fight, which is what you should do, what any good player would do, especially when you're in a 1v2. These tips work for 1v1s. Once again, this guy gets above me. I try to create distance between him. I try to block off my top, and I try to put the walls in. He actually gets a shotgun shot, cracks me right there. I'm able to crack him. His teammate is building up too. I do the same thing, create distance with him, and the second guy wasn't nearly as good, so I'm able to, make him weak, push up on him, and get myself and my teammate the victory royale, all because of defensive building. You don't even have to be a good builder really to do this. I mean, I guess you have to be a decent builder. It's more about making smart decisions. I'm not the fastest builder in the world. I'd say I'm decently fast for console, but there's people that run around with 10 sensitivity and spam build, but they don't have smart decision making and they don't have good accuracy, and you need the trifecta of all of those to be able to win. Here's another top situation here. Basically, this is another duos match where it comes down to it, and I'm left in a 1v2 once again, I think, in this situation. And this is where buildings are just completely crazy, and there's a multitude of things that go into me winning this fight. So as you can see, the fight is up on a mountain, which sucks. It's terrible whenever you have to push a mountain, but I guess technically we didn't have to in the situation. We were just making the aggressive play to try to third party this fight. This first guy is locked in, and right now, straight up offense. This is just straight up offense from me, putting the pressure onto this guy, and I'm able to, just keep shooting at him. But then I realized, okay, my teammate's in trouble. There's more people around here. I want to sort of reposition and make sure that I'm set up to win this game, because with 6 people left, I don't want to get distracted just by one guy. There's a bunch of people fighting right here. First thing I do, height advantage is key. I make sure that I have the height advantage now. I have all of the advantage here, and no one has a height advantage over me. The builds right now are just crazy, and we don't really know where everyone is. I actually get knocked down here, and this is where things get a little bit intense. Take out the first guy right here. My teammate gets knocked down, and then I'm able to basically reposition onto this guy, take him down as well with the tack. You notice how I'm using the tack shotgun for all these close, weird fights, and then I'm in a 1v2. I guess this was actually like a 1v4 at the end because I take them all out. Now I'm in a 1v2 situation, and I'm making sure that I have good health, I have good everything. I see a shield potion here, which would heal me actually up to perfect health, to 100. And this is where you can see once again some building comes in. So my first idea is when it comes down to the finals, the final fights, height advantage. You want to get up as high as you can, as safe as you can, and locate where these enemies are before you do anything. That's always what you want to do in a top, couple of people, especially in a 1v1 or 1v2. Locate the first guy, he's over here, and this is where the build fights start. First thing is I try to get the height advantage, of course. I drop down. I have the advantage over this guy. I'm putting the pressure on. He makes a smart play and sort of gets out of there. But I'm able to keep up the pressure, chase him while they're... A lot of people are, not too good at transitioning from their builds to their gunfights. So I'm able to win on that one because of that. And then once again, I'm all about the repositioning here. I'm trying to make sure that, if this guy is calling out to his teammate where I was at, I'm not there anymore. I reposition. I get myself a height advantage once again, and then I'm on the hunt trying to locate this last enemy. all because this is sort of offensive building at this point. It is under pressure at the same point, but I'm building for offense right now under pressure. You know, under pressure building can be on offense or on defense. I know I'm above this guy right now, so there's not really any reason for me to drop down too far. But then eventually I see him and I'm like, okay, he's down there. I build instead of fully dropping down, which gives me the full advantage. Block him off there in case I need to edit that. He runs in, I'm able to get that kill. As you guys can see, I thought these gameplays, you know, they weren't the highest kill wins, like 9 and 10 kill wins in duos, but they really did show off how to build under pressure, how to stay alive on defense, and how to put the pressure on them on offense. And hopefully this video did help you guys out. I think it should, because if you can stay alive under pressure through building, through repositioning, through spamming and moving, it can really take your gameplay to the next level. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys made it to the end, smack a like and thing, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'm out. Peace. Have a great night.